Hello, here is House of Frankie, an underground radio in Milan, Italy. We've been joined by N'Dinga Gaba. He's a musician, producer, DJ, everything. How are you, N'Dinga?
I'm good. How are you?
Nice to have you here in Milan.
Thank you.
How do you feel in Milan?
Oh, great.
Do you like Italy? Do you like to stay in Italy?
I've been here a few times, so yeah, I like it a lot.
It's not the first time?
No, not my first time.
Okay. Let's start with the interview.
Sure.
I have some question for you.
Okay.
I want to ask you, you've been on the scene for 2 decades, but how did you start?
Well, my going into electronic music or this kind of stuff, it started from like going clubbing and stuff. So I was a break dancer. When it was much smaller though.
It was easier.
It was easier. I could move more. So I was dancing, went to clubs, raves, stuff like that, and then got into the DJ thing after that, and it's just a progression. It was then from the DJ, then production and stuff like that. But before that, I did music.
Yeah.
In it was classical trombonist, jazz trombonist. I played in orchestras and bands and stuff like that.
This is what you wanted to do when you was a child?
I went to school to study medicine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm a biologist. I studied biology. Went to school for biology. Was going to go to med school. Worked in a hospital for a couple of years, and then just wasn't for me. So music came and called for me, and I said, all right, let's just do it then.
So a DJ biologist.
Yeah, DJ biologist.
Yeah. A second question for you.
Yeah.
Do you have some inspirational figure in your life? Someone who inspired you?
Mostly my parents.
Probably. Parents?
Yeah, my parents. Yeah.
They are in music?
Well, the thing is, they love music, so we had music in the house all the time. But my father played a little guitar, but they never actually pursued it because my father's a diplomat. My mother was in medicine, so they just did that. They did educational route, did that, and left me to do the music.
So, other figure? Do you have some famous people, famous DJ?
Famous DJs. I mean, Frankie, obviously.
Frankie.
Yeah, Frankie, obviously. I got to meet him, so he was a very, very positive person on the music and just the message and everything. I loved.
You did a lot of collaboration in your life with jazz bands, different stuff, different kind of music. Many things are different. What's your favorite collaboration you had?
Musically, across the board, playing in a classical orchestra is my favorite.
Yeah.
Because you can have anywhere from 70 to 100 people, and they play their part, but they all come together, and when it's perfect, like everyone feels it.
It's a magician.
It's a magic.
Yeah,
thing,
completely.
I mean, for DJing and stuff like that, there's been times where I played with like Bodhisattva. We traveled for 3 weeks in Africa, collaborated and stuff, played gigs together, and that's a lot of fun as well. But there's something to be said about a big live thing that just makes me feel good.
Yeah. Let's talking about your musical background. You did a lot of things, different things. You played house, down tempo, broken beat, drum and bass.
Yeah.
How did you get into the underground scene?
Again, that was going from going to clubs, dancing in clubs and stuff like that, and just kind of getting used to or getting accustomed to like new music. So at first, we go to hip hop clubs. So you have like a little bit of hip hop, and then there was a dance club right around the corner called the Paradox, which is a famous club in Baltimore. Yeah. It just closed down after almost 30 years. So we were driving by and we saw the line of people outside. We're like, oh, what's that? So we stopped, went there, and then the next thing you know, every week for years we were there, going there dancing, and then that's how I just got into the music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another question for you.
Sure.
Our digital platform in House of Frankie here was born as a project dedicated to Frankie Knuckles. Do you have any memory of him?
I do. Before he passed, he started playing my music more, and I didn't know until I heard a New Year's Eve podcast of him. I forget where it was. I think maybe Australia or something like that.
And so you discovered.
And I heard I said, no way, Frankie's playing my music. And then following that, there was some posts on Facebook and stuff, and he was talking to me and Mark DeMio, and was singing praises and stuff, saying how he loved the music and things. So that was really big for me.
Yeah. I know that you are founder of the label Global Diplomacy Productions. How did you get the idea for this project?
Well, that was a project that was about 20 years or so in the making. We always wanted to do a label, but the label was going to encompass more all kinds of music. It's going to be jazz, electronic, all kinds of things. But then when I finally got more into the house stuff, it made more sense just to focus on that first, and then maybe expand from there. So, yeah.
Do you have some other projects?
I have a couple secret projects coming, but we're going to be expanding the label, taking on some other labels under us, so we can expand the sound and dedicate a sound to global diplomacy, and then like if we have an Afro label, we'll dedicate that to Afro, to soulful, kind of spread it up.
Different.
Yeah.
Tonight you will perform at Circle here in Milan.
Yes.
I was told. Milan is one of the most important city from the musical point of view, as you know. What's your relation with Europe and Italy, and what do you know about Italian scene and European scene?
Oh, that's a good question. I have noticed from my travels here that they love like disco or disco-y kind of stuff. So I tend to, when I come to play in Italy, I tend to go a little more in that direction. I'll still do a little Afro and stuff like that, but for what I've seen and what I've heard on the radio and stuff, and just researching, I know that disco is pretty big here. So I try to play those kind of elements.
And what about Europe?
Europe, it's, maybe a more techier sound, really depends on where you go. More clubby, more chunky stuff, but they love the Afro stuff, so I go all over the place. So I just, I figure out what people like, give them a taste of something that maybe they haven't heard before, but then go back to something that's kind of familiar.
Out of Italy, do you have a favorite city in Europe?
Milan?
Out of Italy?
You said out of Italy. Out of Europe, no, I really do love Italy. I love Rome. I love Milan. Croatia is fun.
Yeah.
I do enjoy that. Amsterdam is cool and stuff. There are lots of things, lots of different cities I like for particular reasons. Yeah.
Some of your fans want to know what equipment do you use.
Oh, I'm a Pioneer guy, but it doesn't really, for me, it doesn't really matter. As long as I can, have the USBs or whatever. It's not about the equipment, it's about how you deliver the music and what you play, so I can play on anything.
Last question for you.
Yeah, sure.
I already asked you, your project, what's coming up?
Oh, I have a new song coming with Sabrina Child on the label, on Global Diplomacy. We have another from Ism, who's out of Japan. He works with DJ N'Dinga Gaba. Have a couple artists from South Africa, a couple from Amsterdam. I did something with Han Litz. We have some new songs coming, so there's a lot coming.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Dinga.
Thank you.
It was great to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
I think it's great for your fans, for people who love music in Italy.
Yeah.
You want to say something to your fans in Italy?
Come see me tonight, Circle Club, if you're around.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye, bro.
Have a nice night.
You too. Thanks.